Okay, this one. So now you can see Pune, I have removed that, so it is showing this one. Okay, I can do the right click, slicer setting, show the deleted item now, and okay. So now in this, it will reflect that one. Now I'm copying this data and now I'm just gonna show you the change data source. Okay, so for example, if you have this data set, okay, and using this data set, I am creating the pivot table. In the same sheet, I'm just creating. Okay, agent wise amount I have taken. Okay, now if you see for the Pramod Kumar, you have done the sales as a 500 and you are able to see the 500. Okay, now if I change this 500 to 900, in my pivot table it changed to the 900.
Yes.
No, no, in pivot table it is still the 500 now.
Yes.
So it will change only when you will refresh the pivot table. So do the right click on pivot table anywhere and do the right click and click on the refresh. Now you can see it got updated to the 900. But now if I add suppose a new record here, okay, I say Pankaj Singh and amount is I said 2000. If I will refresh the pivot, I will not get this name Pankaj Singh in my pivot table. See, I'm doing the right click and refresh. I'm not getting that. Why? Because this time I have not made any changes into the existing range. I have added the new record. So if you have added the new record, so you have to change the range of your pivot table. So go into pivot table analyze after selecting the pivot table, we change data source and you can see it is selecting the data from A1 to G7 only. It means that row number 8 is not the part of your pivot table. So you have to select that. So I'm selecting this range and clicking on OK. Now I can see the name as a Pankaj Singh. So it means if you are making the changes into the existing range, then you can do the right click on the pivot table and refresh and you will see the changes will reflect. But it will create the issue for you when you are adding a new record. So if you are adding a new line items, so in that case, you have to go for the change data source and you have to adjust the range. So to refrain from it, what we can do is we can make the pivot table dynamic. So now I'm going to discuss dynamic pivot. So for making the pivot dynamic, it means your data should be the dynamic. So what we will do, firstly, before creating pivot table, we will select the data, go into insert, and you have to go for this table. Control T is the shortcut key, create table. Click on that and simply click on OK. Done. Now you can create the pivot table from this, either in the new worksheet or in the same worksheet, it's up to you. So I'm just creating a pivot table from this. And now if I just go with this, now if you see, if I'm changing the amount for Pramod Kumar from 900 to 450, okay, and I'm refreshing the pivot table, I'm getting this 450 now. And now if I add the new record here, like Bonnie Potter, and I change this amount to the 9,000, and now if I just refresh this one, so I can see the name Bonnie Potter is coming or not. This time I have not changed anything in the change data source. Yes or no?
Yes.
correct? This one. So this is my dynamic pivot table now. If I will add any of the record into my data set, or if I change anything into the existing data set, only I have to refresh the pivot table. That's it. Now, tell me one thing. For example, suppose you receive this data. This is a agent-wise data, and you are responsible to send the summarized report to the payroll team, and payroll team basically make the payment to the vendor. Okay, suppose these are the agent name, and this is the uh, amount, which field is it? Amount needs to pay. Okay, this one. So you have created this report, and you have to send this report to the payroll team, and payroll team will look into your pivot table, the summarized pivot table, and they will pay the amount as per your summarized pivot table. Okay, now tell me one thing. For example, you change this Pramod Kumar amount to 452 9800, and you have added the few more records into your list and some amount here, and by mistake you forget to refresh this pivot table. Remember this, you forget to refresh this pivot table, and you saved it and you sent to the payroll team. So obviously the payroll team will not see your raw data set, right? Payroll team will see the summarized report, and according to that they will process the payment. So ideally the amount to the Pramod Kumar should go to the 9800, and these two newly agent also needs to be paid, which is not existing into your pivot report. So now just tell me whose fault is here, your fault or the payroll team fault?
It's not our fault.
It's your fault, right? Because
Yes.
if you are doing the reporting, so you need to be take care of this one, that this needs to be refreshed. That is your responsibility. And for example, suppose by using this data, if you have created the multiple pivots also, it might be one or two pivot can be missed out from the refresh. That might be the case also, right? So for the safer side, there is the option. What is the option? Do the right click on the pivot, go into pivot table options, go into this data tab, and can you see this option? Refresh the data when opening the file.
Yep.
This one. Just check this. Always just check this for all the pivot table and keep this okay. Now, for example, if I do not refresh this pivot table, okay, suppose I saved it and I send to someone, and whenever this file will get open now, automatically it will refresh the pivot table. See, let me show this to you as well. Let to you as well. Let me show this to you. See, as of now, can you see I have not refreshed the pivot table? Yes or no? You are not able to see the Ronnie, Proctor, Marcus, Dunlap in the pivot table, and Pramod Kumar amount 9800. You are not able to see, right?
Yes.
I'm
Not
closing this pivot table only, closing this file, and now I'm just gonna open this file again. Automatically now those records should be appear. Now just see in the pivot table. Those records are coming or not? Ronnie, Proctor, and Marcus Dunlap,
Yeah.
right? And for the Pramod Kumar, amount is 9800 or not?
Yes.
Automatically your pivot got updated, right? So just check that box Always remember that one. So if you are sharing this file or if you are sending that file to someone, and if you have not refreshed that one, so whenever that person will open your file, so in the opening the file, automatically it will refresh your pivot table and the latest data will reflect. And also in your system, whenever you will open that file, automatically it will refresh the data. So there is no chance of missing the data. So there will be the no chance of error the data in the terms of the refresh. So always follow this one. This is great. Okay, so we have seen this one, change data source concept, dynamic pivot table, and I'm adding one point, automatic pivot refresh. Okay, this one in the opening the file. Now we will see first of all classic pivot table, and we will see the report filter pages. So classic pivot table is what? Like for example, from this data, I'm just creating a pivot table. Okay, here I'm just talking about classic pivot. Now I'm taking the agent name and I'm taking the amount, and I need the customers also. So I'm putting the customer below the agent. So I can see this one report, but it is not into that format which I am looking for. I need in the first column agent name should come, in the second column customer name should come, and in the third column the amount should come. Okay, but it is showing in the grouping part. So what I will do, I will convert this pivot table into the classic pivot. So do the right click on the pivot, go into this pivot table options, go into display, and here you will see this option as a classic pivot table layout. Okay, so click this one and okay, see, right? And this total is not required to me. I will do the right click and remove that. And now if I remove that option or uncheck that option that in the display classic pivot table, it will be no impacted. Okay, this is a one-time activity. So here you can see it is giving you this one, that which agent has done what sales in for the which customer. Okay, this is a classic pivot table. And now if you want to repeat the name, like here, this is related to Abhishek Kumar, this is related to Anup Kumar, and so on. Here, like on A5 cell, A7 cell, if you want to repeat the name of the agent, so you can also do that. Go into design, go into report layout, and you have repeat all item labels. Click on that. Look, the name will get repeated. Okay, this one, and you can change the layout from here, whatever the layout you want to keep. Okay, this is basically the from the for the design purpose. You can use that one. It's up to you. Okay, now here also you can see you are getting this minus sign over here, which is showing the part as a grouping. Okay, and this question was asked from the most of the candidates. When you create the classic pivot table, you see this grouping part. I do not want to see this plus or the minus sign, like here Abhishek Kumar Anupar, you can see the plus minus sign so user can do the grouping. I do not want this. So do the right click, pivot table options, and here in the display you have this one, show expand or collapse button. Just uncheck that one. Okay, and click OK. See, plus or the minus button is no longer here, right? So this is basically the part of the classic pivot. Is this clear, everyone?
Sir, can you please clear this once more?
Do the right click, pivot table options, in the display. I have unchecked this one. expand
No,
button.
from the first, sir. That classic pivot table.
Okay, so I have dragged agent and customer, this one, right? One below the other. And then I have just converted into the classic. Do the right click, pivot table options, go into display, and you have to convert this classic pivot table layout. Once you will do the classic pivot table layout, then your customer name or the agent name will come into first column, customer type will come into the second column. Otherwise, it will show the one below the other. Clear?
Clear. So,
Okay, yeah. And the last part is show report filter pages. Okay, show report filter pages. So the mean of the show report filter pages is that, for example, that I have just created the agent wise amount I have just created. Okay, I have taken this open by, okay, n- or account type y like this. Okay, now what my requirement is that I want to create the report for each and every branch into the individual pages. Like example, if I show you the branch here, for example, if I say the central branch, so for this, there should be the one separate tab. For the North County, there should be the one separate tab where this data should reflect. Then there should be the one west side page where this report or this data should reflect. Okay, so I want to create individual pages for all individual branches for this report. Okay, so what I will do in the pivot table analyze, under this pivot table, under this options, you can see this show report filter pages. Can you see this? But this is disable. Yes or no? It is enable or it is
Yes,
disable?
disable,
it is
disable.
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 So it will get enable only when you will drag any field into the filters. Until you will not drag any field into the filters, it will not get enabled. So I will drag that branch field into the filters, for which I need to create the separate pages. And now I will click on this pivot table, click on this down arrow, and you can see show report filter pages is enabled now. Once you click on this, it will show you all the pages into this list which you have dragged into the filters drag field. So it is asking for the confirmation from you that on the basis of which field you want to create the separate pages. So I want to go for the branch, and see, focus on my screen. When I will just click on the OK, so before this show report filter page tab, before that, here it will add the three different tabs. One is west side, one is North County, and one is the other one. Okay, now click on OK. See, it is created or not? Central, North County, and
Yes,
west side,
yes.
right? Similarly, if I just want to create the agent wise separately, in the filters, I will take the agent field over here. That's it, right? So this is basically the show report filter pages. Okay, so this is the show report filter pages. Or anyone has any doubt?
No, it is clear.
Okay, just try this at your end, please.